Donuts.
Welcome to the Dolls and Donuts podcast, episode 36. In today's episode, we're going to tell you all about what's going on in the animal rights community, what's been happening in Robin's vegan dollhouse, and we'll get to hear about my vegan vacation to Europe.
Yes. Can we hear a little bit about that right now, or do we have to wait?
Yeah, so...
Because I haven't heard anything. I specifically haven't talked to you since you've been back because I wanted to wait for the podcast.
That's what it was. Full disclosure on my blog that I said I was going to be completely updated. No.
No?
No.
You were going to do it on the plane, right?
Ojai is updated.
Okay.
It will be when this is. It's done. I just have to proofread it and post it. It's completely done. So Ojai will be up when this goes up.
Do you want to give us any spoilers or no?
On Ojai?
Yeah, what was your favorite? Or do you say that on your blog post? Are you neutral?
I don't really...
You don't say your favorite places?
So I guess sometimes I'll say whether you should skip it, or if you're in the area, only worry about, only go here if you're rushed or whatever like that. But I don't really rank them by city or anything like that.
So what was your, don't miss it one from Ojai? Do you remember?
I think The Nest, that last place we went to, that was really good.
It was good. I like that place too.
And hopefully they would, the little small growing pains they had, I'm hoping, they had just opened. So
yeah,
hopefully those are all.
I must have posted, I don't know if I posted a review on Yelp or if I only posted pictures, but Yelp sends you notifications if people are liking your content.
Find it helpful.
Yeah,
and, that stuff.
I get more notifications about that place than any other place that I ever post anything about.
I feel I know I need to put stuff on Yelp, but it's I can't even get it on my blog. Usually when I put it on my blog, I will try to put it on Yelp too, but it's I can't even get to my own shit. So
there's no point in putting stuff on Yelp when it's around here. In the Bay Area, Yelp is saturated, but when you go to Ohio and you try to look up stuff on Yelp, there's not that many reviews probably, right?
Well, not for vegan stuff.
Yeah. Well, same with Florida. When I used to go to Florida to visit my mom, Yelp isn't as popular in other states, I feel as it is here.
I don't know. I'm not a big Yelp user anyway, now. But yeah, so I slept on the plane all the way there, pretty much.
Okay.
So sleep was always number one, if you can sleep on a plane.
Yeah, totally.
And then we got sick. A toddler coughed for 9.5 hours, and a day in, we got the head cold. Both of us got head colds from that kid. So I wasn't even... When I came, I was thinking, I'll work a little bit, work on it, do a paragraph or two every night or whatever. We're coming back, relaxing. No, I was making myself go to bed. I wasn't even reading my books or anything. I was just going to bed as soon as we got back and making myself sleep as late as possible until we had to go on with our day. And
I hate being sick on vacation. It's the worst.
Yeah, and it really didn't go away at all, totally until we were back home.
Yeah.
So that kind of I just didn't care. I did work on a little bit when we were waiting on our flight to go to Belfast. I did work on it in the lounge, and that's how I got the Ojai one done. But and then our flight home was canceled, and we had to go. We were in Dublin trying to go home. We were going to take a flight to Chicago. We had to lay over in Chicago and then to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go from Dublin to London, London to Dallas, Dallas to San Francisco.
Why?
We had to go through immigration 3 times.
I love that. It's so much fun.
And security 4 times.
Yeah, that's great.
We had to reclaim our bags, and we had literally an hour between each flight, so we had to run for each flight. It was, so I was just not even down for working on anything. I didn't.
But
have the
you
brain
could
power.
run and blog on your phone at the same time.
Yeah, you're a better person than me because I'm not having that shit. Yeah, so it just was not, the trip was not, it had a great time. We can talk about all the good food I had, and I saw a lot of amazing stuff, but it was just not conducive to blogging.
Yeah.
And I was seeing a lot of footage from my YouTube channel and stuff, so that's kind of what I was doing. But I am one of my goals for the end of the year is to get a lot updated. So.
Oh, cool.
So yes, I had a great trip, and we will talk more about that later on in the episode.
Okay. Yes, I wish that I had been with you, but I tried to have fun, and I didn't get sick, so maybe I do wish that I wasn't.
And if I hadn't gone, I wouldn't have got sick.
Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't go, because I was here healthy, but it doesn't even matter, because Maki's such a handful. The swim therapy thing is great, but we also took her on her first road trip, which was interesting. We went to Mendocino because that's my favorite vacation spot. And the Stanford Inn is a dog-friendly place. Mm-hmm. And
still haven't been there.
You still haven't gone?
I have to.
Well, because Penny's not super into other people either, right?
Not really, but she would be fine. I mean, we had her in hotels that were allowed, like, dog-friendly hotels before. Like, just overnight we've had her. Like,
yeah, but do you take her to, like, food, for instance? Like, one of the things that place is, like, kind of excited. What's exciting about it is that they have that dining area for you to dine with your dogs. And I couldn't bring her because I can't trust her.
Yeah. Penny, I mean, she'd mind her own business, but she would just be like,
She would be
she'd
scared.
be a little freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's better to leave her in the
Too
room.
much going on.
Well, I guess David saw something about that we're not even supposed to leave them in the room. Like, if you go to dine, you're supposed to put them in the car. And I'm like, I'm not putting her in the car. That's so
It's not even legal.
Oh, really?
Leaving your dog in the car?
Is that not legal?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
It just seems weird. Like, why would you do that?
can't
Also, I feel like Macchiato would chew up the whole car.
Yeah.
We brought her crate, and we put her in the crate. The people must have known we left her in there, because she's not quiet. Like, every sound she was barking at.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare to me.
Yeah. It wasn't like a vacation.
It
wasn't a vacation.
You know what? Penny just gonna chill at home.
Yeah.
Where I go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penny's just gonna chill at home, where she's happy in her bed on the couch. Or whatever. At the spa. The dog spa. Or something. Because I just can't deal with it. But
yeah, I know. I get it. The one thing, though, that was nice is I usually go to Amy's drive-thru on weekends, because that's the only time I can ever go.
Why would you do that on a weekday?
Yeah. But since we were going so far, we took a 3-day weekend, and we took off on Friday. So there's really no one there on a Friday. So that whole outdoor garden area that's all fenced in, she was just able to, like, run around. Like, she had it all to herself, which was perfect, because after a long car ride, I feel like she needed to, like, exercise her little limbs, you know? Mm-hmm. So that was super cool. So they even have, like, a little water bowl out for your dog. So if anybody's taking their dog on a trip, you can take them to the Amy's drive-thru restaurant and sit out on the patio with your pup.
Cute.
It's cute. And then what else did I do? I went to a purple tea party, which I can talk about more when we're talking about dinner at the Dollhouse. Mm-hmm. And you know that the Next Level Burger opened in San Francisco?
I do. Yeah.
Did you go?
No.
Not yet. It is quite a bit more pricey than the other Next Levels we've been to.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know why.
I never pay attention. I think I've talked about this before. Like, I am super, like, cheap and stingy, like, on everything. I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. But I never look at the price of food. In a grocery store, restaurants, never.
I didn't look at the price. It wasn't until we paid and they said the total out
right,
loud.
they, like, said it to your face.
And it was, like, 2 people, and it was $50. Mm. And we even shared. It just didn't seem right.
Yeah.
It seems excessive for fast food. And I don't remember it being like that in Portland. I don't remember it being like that in Concord. Yeah. So I'm kind of like, is it because the rent is so high in San Francisco?
Where is it in San Francisco?
It's in Potager. It's in the Whole Foods in Potager.
Okay.
It's like in where they have the beer area.
I've never been to that. I don't spend a lot of time in San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, David lived in Potager, so I've been to that Whole Foods a lot. And they have, like, this area on the corner that's, like, a little beer area where people sit.
Was it bonkers? Busy?
It wasn't bad, actually. I didn't have to wait for a table.
Okay. That's good.
And I went the day after they opened.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it was a weekend. Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah, that is weird.
But they do, it seems like they're encouraging people to do takeout. They're not encouraging you to sit down. Like, it's kind of awkward when you walk in. Like, you know how the Portland one, it was, like, totally normal. You just walk in, you go to the counter, you order, and then you go sit down.
Yeah.
Like normal.
Yeah.
So I was expecting that, because that's also how the Concord one is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was expecting that, and so I walk in, but they have someone, like, greet you, and they're, like, there. Like, it's like...
Like a hostess or something.
Yeah, like a hostess, yeah. So it's like and they ask you, is it to go or for here? And I'm like, so I don't just go order, okay? For here. And so they seat you, and then, like, you get a waitress that comes over.
I prefer that.
You do prefer that?
Yeah.
I was not used to it.
Then I know I have a table, because I get,
Yeah.
I get anxiety about having something that I need to either sit with it or I need to put it somewhere and there's not going to be room. That's where I get my overhead compartment, like, carry-on space anxiety. And then if somewhere's busy and we order food and we have the food, or if the food's it's being made, we're not gonna have a seat. So I like that.
Do you ever, when you go in, like, have Matt stand in line to order and then you go, like, secure a table? Or do you feel bad about doing that?
He does.
He feels bad about it?
Yeah. He thinks it's the height of rudeness.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To sit
He has
before
such
you.
strong opinions about certain things.
Manners. His manners mean a lot to him.
Yeah. That's bad manners, huh? But
Him,
even
yeah.
if it meant that it was going to ease your anxiety?
I mean, I kind of feel bad about it, but he's like, it's rude. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
So if we're like, getting close and like we started to order, sometimes I'll just walk away real quick and get it, and that's fine because we basically essentially ordered. But if it's like standing the whole line,
Yeah.
no.
Dude, the worst was Butcher's Son, man. It was so hard to get a table there.
That's like the main
That
one.
was the worst. I'm so glad they moved. I don't think they have that problem anymore.
That's what I've heard, so I'm glad. I just haven't been up there. But yeah, that's why I started going there only for like brunch. I get there when they're opened. And I could sit anywhere I wanted. And then by the time we left...
now you don't have to do that.
And by the time we left...
You still can, because I know you're an early riser, but now you don't have to.
You don't have to, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I only got takeout, but I was waiting for my food there, and there was tons of tables.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I'm happy about that, because that was...
that was
the
biggest source of your anxiety.
Yeah, like, it really made me freak out. And like, last time I was there for lunch, and of course, like, the line was out the door, and Lizzie was there. With a friend that was from out of town. She brought her there, and so we got their table. It was like perfect.
Aww.
I was like, you guys are almost done. Look at your table. I was freaking out. I'm such a weirdo.
That's funny.
But yeah. So next level in San Francisco. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I need to try that out. I'm actually going to dinner in San Francisco on Thursday, but maybe I can change the restaurant.
Oh yeah, where were you gonna go?
Gracias Madre.
Yeah, don't change it.
It wasn't up. I didn't choose it. I mean, I don't
change it anyway.
I mean, I like that place, but I didn't choose it. But I mean, now that's right. You reminded me about Next Level Burger, so we'll see. Maybe I'll change it.
Change it.
Or I'll attempt to change it.
Attempt to change it.
Yeah, I think that's a better idea.
Okay. Send some really yummy pictures to whoever is the person in charge.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's really in charge. It's just that I didn't make the plans.
Yeah.
So.
No, I get it.
So anyway, cool. I will report back, but I think...
I mean, if you are convincing a bunch of muggles, I feel like they'll like it.
It's a winner.
Okay.
I think, so.
And then I just wanted to put out a quick reminder for our listeners that the SF Brewfest and Vegan Eats is coming up. I had to pause on that because I keep wanting to call it the Vegan Beer Fest, and I know it's not, since we had an interview about it last time. So yeah, is it on October 13th? Thank you. So October 13th, if anybody who's listening is planning on going, you should probably get a ticket, because I did just see recently that that they're selling out, I think. So, and if you are going and you want to hang out, let me know, because I'll be going. I don't think I'll be there for very long, because I don't particularly love big crowds of people. But I do love one-on-one interactions, so it would be cool to meet up with anyone who's going.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And now it's time for Ask Ashley.
That's me.
So, Ashley, how are the animals doing these days?
Really good. So we're going to talk about good California stuff. So a lot of stuff has been happening in California. Good stuff for the animals. And I haven't even covered it all here. So if nothing good is happening next month, maybe I'll circle back on the rest of it. But so a big one was that the LA City Council has unanimously approved to ban fur sales and manufacturing.
Yay!
So,
which is great, because I feel like LA is where a lot of fashion is happening, right?
Yeah. And they say in the article, like, they hope that, like, other, like, big fashion cities like Milan and other places like that are, like, paying attention.
Yes.
Because LA is a big fashion city. So, it's not, like, law now, or it's not even good, like, it's not a done deal yet, but it has to, like, still be signed and everything. So, there's still a little bit to go on it before it's, like, official. Even, they'll have their, like, date to go into effect, and, like, the phase-out date and all that stuff that we're used to seeing. But it's not a done deal yet. They still have a few more things to go through. But this is a huge step towards that being law of the land. So, and they said, like, they're not blazing a new trail. Like, San Francisco's done it, West Hollywood, Berkeley, and they said that, like I said, they're hoping that cities like New York City, Chicago, and Miami. Because it is like the biggest. If it goes through and everything's good, it would be the biggest city to have this kind of ban. Because the other ones are much smaller.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing Miami will be last.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
They need their fur coats down there.
Yeah.
Frigid weather.
Their fur bathing suits. Fur bikinis.
Yeah. Ooh, gross.
Sorry.
Give me a mental image that I can never get rid of now. Okay, yeah, so you can read all about it in the article, but like I said, of course there'll be a phase out once the law's into effect, but it still has to go through a few things. So that's a great step. This is coming a snowball effect, especially in California. I mean, cities all over California are just doing this now. So, and they're getting bigger and they're becoming more frequent, and so hopefully that spreads.
And where's that article if people don't want to find it in our show notes?
The one, I mean, you can Google it, then LA bans fur, you do a lot of articles, but this one is NBCLosAngeles.com. So that's the one I've looked at. And then the other story is from People.com, and it's California is banning cosmetic animal testing. So this is
That's the one I've been hearing
another
about.
big ban that's going on.
Statewide is really good.
Yeah. So this is a state. This will be a state one. So that's crazy. That's a huge law being passed. So, and it was another unanimous vote that will make it illegal to sell products from makeup to deodorant that have been or include ingredients that have been tested on animals.
Oh,
so that's always
so
a little
nice.
sneaky thing, you know,
Yep.
like. I didn't test this lipstick on here, but like 4 ingredients inside of it have been tested on animals.
Right.
So it's a little loophole that sometimes doesn't get caught. So they've caught it up here, so that's good. If it's signed into law by the governor, the change will go into place on January 1st, 2020, and would apply to all brands currently selling and then also new brands that come into the market selling in California.
Well, that's not actually that bad. That's like a year and a quarter,
Yeah,
right?
we've seen worse.
Yeah, we've seen way worse.
So, that's pretty reasonable to get people, to get their shit in order.
Yeah.
Because it can't happen overnight. You have to, like, change things, and it takes some time. A reasonable amount of time, you know?
Do you think that California sells enough cosmetics that this would make companies think twice about testing? Like,
I think so.
People test to sell in China, mainly. Let's say that's the
That is a
reason they do.
big thing, yes. Yeah.
So, assuming that, what do you think is the difference in sales of California versus China?
Well, I think it's just, like, there's so many people in China.
Yeah.
So if you're looking
think
at
California's like a tiny inkling of that, and it wouldn't even make a
but
difference.
if you're talking about the U.S.
Right.
We have the most people
Yeah.
of any other state in California. So if you're thinking,
Right.
if you're kind of narrow your scope a bit to the U.S., and I'm in charge, I'm in charge of from X cosmetic company, and I'm in charge of our U.S. sales. Well, that's a big deal. If I can't, none of our products that are tested on animals can be sold in California because that has the most people in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know
so,
what I mean?
yeah,
So-
I don't know that much about manufacturing, but I wonder if a company would, like, is it easier to just change the way that you test all of it? Or
Yeah.
is it easier / more profitable / whatever other factors?
To only have like a separate.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but I would say initially I think it would be more expensive, obviously, because you're changing everything. But I think in the long run it would be cheaper because you're having like 2 processes and you have to do two whole different things.
Yeah, it doesn't
forever.
seem like a good...
essentially.
Yeah.
Or also, if you're kind of smart and you see the writing on the wall that this might be spreading, how many times are you going to have to segment your
that's
products
true. Mm-hmm.
starting from scratch every time?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's going to cost money in the long
Yeah.
run. So, I mean, we're seeing it from an obvious, like, point of view.
Yep.
Definitely know where we fall on this. So, I can't really put myself in their frame of mind, but I would say just trying to be unbiased about it, it makes sense to just do it.
Are we the first state in the United States to do this?
I would say yes, but I don't know for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a big deal because considering our size. So.
Our size and how about our population? I don't really know how our population compares to others, but I feel like in this area our population is really high. But I know there's a lot of California that's not.
Yeah,
very
but
populated.
California has the most people in it.
It does?
Of any other state.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. that's great.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, while California is the first state in the U.S. to officially go cruelty-free, many other countries have taken steps. So, like India, Israel, and the EU have taken measures on animal testing in some way. And it says, and then there are, as we know, there are U.S. brands that voluntarily avoid, testing on animals, which probably a lot of products we use already. Yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
This is a big deal too. These are like 2 huge bands that just came up within the last month.
This is so good.
Yeah, one was on September 18th. The makeup one. This article was written September 5th, and the fur band was September 18th. Is when that came up. So these are both like pretty recent. So it's been an eventful year. So these are 2 big deals, and it's good for animals. Whee!
Yay.
And go California. He's blazing the trail.
Yeah, we are. That's one good reason why we shouldn't move away. But
so yeah, it's good news for the animals. Okay, Robin, what's been happening at the dollhouse?
oh yeah, okay. So today, well, actually, I'll start off by saying this entire month is a month called Vegan Mofo, which is month of food.
Okay.
Not whatever you might have thought that stood for. So Vegan Month of Food basically is put on by some super awesome vegans who encourage bloggers to try to post a recipe or something vegan every day of the month. And you can pick your own themes, but they also have themes that you can go with. And I've been wanting to work with this guy, Garrick, for a really long time. I think I first discovered him on Vegan Mofo like 2 years ago because it's like an annual thing. And he makes super cute food and everything looks really delicious and his photography is really good. So luckily this was like a perfect opportunity during Vegan Mofo for us to work together. So what we decided on was that we would each make each other's some childhood food of each other's. And so when he brought this idea up, I was like, it's a good idea, but the only thing I can ever remember my dad having is these like mint
you didn't have a
Milano
lot.
cookies.
You didn't have a lot to choose from.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just when you were talking about it, I'm like, what would I choose?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Because
So
like,
every
my
average
favorite,
child
most of
is
my
probably
favorite
in your
ones I can get
situation.
vegan already.
Oh.
Like Oreos
Wait.
already vegan. Like
Okay.
peanut butter cups, like Reese's peanut butter cups were like my favorite,
Okay.
and I can get peanut butter cups
Yeah.
really easily.
Yes.
So I was just trying to think of something that's not as easy. I haven't really found a vegan Kit Kat yet, and I love Kit Kats.
Same. I really like Kit Kats too.
Yeah.
Someone needs to get on that.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
They're so
Because
good.
I don't know what else I would. Kit Kats.
My big thing is the Reese's Pieces. I really liked those, and I haven't seen anybody make those.
Yeah. I like the cups.
I've like written letters to companies.
Freaking love them
and asked
and
them.
I can still have them, so it's good. And I like Oreos. I can just get Oreos.
Yeah, I mean, part of it might also just be that I can't have them. Like, you know how you remember things tasting really good, and maybe they don't actually, but I just remember Reese's Pieces being so good.
Yeah, I remember like I said, I remember like Oreos and them and Reese's cups being good, and I still can have them or a version of them, and they're still good. So those held up.
You don't need to tell me. I've seriously consumed like 5 packages of Numino cookies in the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just, it's like my main meal.
I'm trying to think,
my main
other
food
than
group right now.
Other than Kit Kat, I'm trying to think if there's something that I really liked. I'm like, I'm a creature of habit, so I wasn't like eating all kinds of different things. I like stick with what I liked. So it was mostly, I think, that. So I don't even know.
Well,
what I
then
would
you're
pick.
lucky.
Yeah.
Consider yourself
See,
blessed,
there's
my
some
dear.
pros to not being very adventurous.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if I would have thought a little more about it, I did really like Reese's Pieces, but I would never try to assume that anyone could recreate those. But my dad did buy mint Milanos by Pepperidge Farm. Those were the one cookie we were allowed to have in the house, and he consistently bought them. And so that was just something I threw out as like a thing. This is the only thing I remember my dad buying. And Garrick was all over it. He was like, I love those, I'm doing it. And I was like, great. And so he was like, what about Dunkaroos? And he must be way younger than me. He's probably your age.
You were texting me about it.
Yeah.
You're like, what are these?
Yes. Tell me.
I just sent you the
what this is
Wikipedia
like.
page.
I just like, I didn't know how they differed from Teddy Grahams. Because they kind of look, it's like
they are very similar.
A similar looking cookie.
Essentially, there is no difference except if you're dunking them in icing.
Yeah. So I tried to make something that mimicked a Teddy Graham, basically.
Yeah.
So when I saw them that they had the confetti frosting, I got so excited, and I was like, yes, I'm making that. Except without the weird kangaroo. I made elephants. Sorry, the kangaroo's not the most attractive kangaroo.
I was going to say, this isn't very authentic. I just had a taste of it. I was like, this is like...
Elephants are just
a little more elephant. They are... I love... Don't you follow the Kangaroo Sanctuary on Instagram, though? You'll change your mind quickly about how...
David follows it and shows me a post every day.
Okay, yeah. Because then you'll be like, those are the freaking cutest things ever.
I know, those are. But did you see the Dunkaroo version of a kangaroo?
Yeah,
it wasn't
a long time ago.
It wasn't a
No, yeah, it didn't do them justice. That's true.
Of all the marsupials that they could have tried to make, they just didn't do a great job.
They didn't have the heart. Didn't have their heart in it.
Cuter.
Yeah.
So that recipe is posted, and you tasted it, and you just thought that it could have been more crispy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do decide to make the
if you're just trying to make like the closest replica as possible, that's the only thing that I thought was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might make them again and then try to dehydrate them after I bake them. Or they might have been more, I think they were more crispy when I first made them.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Poor Ashley was being sick in Europe, so she didn't get to taste the fresh ones. Okay, so that was one thing I made. And I told you that I went to a purple tea party, which was about 90% vegan, but it was with all my Muggle friends, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't 100% vegan. But I made barbecue steam buns, which was my first time making steam buns and eating steam buns. And I made them out of purple yams, so they were purple. And the stuff I put in the middle was the Upton's, I think, barbecue jackfruit.
Mm-hmm. I like that stuff.
It's spicy.
Yeah, some of them are. I've had several, but I don't ever buy it, but I do like it when I have it.
If I gave it to you,
different ones.
Would you use it? Because I have a second package in my fridge.
Matt
and
doesn't
it's
way Matt spicy. He doesn't like jackfruit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he would
I'll give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do spicy foods, as you know.
Yes,
and it's like really spicy though, not just a little bit. And I only put like a tablespoon of this in an entire steamed bun.
Did anyone else think it was too spicy?
You know, I don't think that question is valid. I would like that one stricken from the record, please.
The answer is no. No one knows that it was too spicy.
Overruled. Okay, fine. Maybe no one else thought it was spicy.
That's good. Everyone else enjoyed it.
Everyone else enjoyed it. Yeah. And they said that it tasted like steam buns, which is also a good plus.
Yeah.
Since I had no idea if it did or not. And I made them look like a Pokemon called Ditto. Which probably
Very
no one even
brand
knows.
for you.
I tried. Thanks. And then there was another challenge in the Vegan Mofo thing that was to make an emoji food. So I made a kale pesto pate, but I shaped it into the cactus emoji on my plate. And I did a YouTube video on how I did it. Which you'd be appalled at because your YouTube videos are like professional and mine are like thrown together in my kitchen with bad lighting.
No.
And so those recipes are up there. And then I made an ice cream pie.
Oh, that sounds good.
And I tried to get you to eat it, but you were in another country.
Yeah. We're walking in front of Buckingham Palace, literally, and you were texting us like, "Where you guys at?" We're like, "We're out of the country, Robin, remember?" "Oh, okay. We'll have you come over and eat stuff." I'm like, "Oh, that'd be nice, but we're little bit far away."
I really did want you to come over and eat stuff. Also because I didn't just make ice cream pie, I also made pizza donuts that day.
I know.
And they were I have eaten a lot of different kinds of pizza, as you know, because we made pizza waffles on our Dishing at the Dollhouse show. And I've made pizza rolls and pizza pockets. And like, I've made pizza in a lot of varieties. These pizza donuts are the best way I've ever consumed pizza in my life.
Okay.
Like, I am hooked. I want to make them every week.
You need to do Pizza Donuts a sequel when I'm in the country.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, we're doing movie night coming up,
Wednesday.
Right? Wednesday.
Day after tomorrow.
Okay, I'll make them for that.
Okay, because I am totally slacking off with that. I'm just bringing some stuff in bags from Whole Foods. I don't got my shit together. If you haven't figured that out yet, so you have to pick the slack up for me. I'll say, I suggested it. I said I wanted to try them again. That takes like a little sliver of the credit for you bringing them. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
But I brought hummus. No, I am bringing peanut butter cups.
Oh, there you go.
And real ones.
There you go.
There you go.
It'll be like our podcast themed.
Yeah, I
Smorgasbord.
contribute.
Is that a word?
Smorgasbord. Yeah.
Is it a word? Okay.
Yeah.
Does it mean like a compilation of food that people
It's
bring?
just like a feast.
Oh, good. That's
or
what
a
I
lot
wanted it to
of
mean.
plentiful things. Yeah.
Okay. I want to just like to have a shower of peanut butter cups.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We can do a boomerang of that. I'll just like they're all individually wrapped.
Yeah.
So I can just open it and just dump it over you, and you can be like, and that'd be a great boomerang, wouldn't it? Don't let me forget.
All
Then
right.
we can just pick them off of the floor and then put them in a bowl or something. So
Yes. If we
No
don't
harm.
forget, we'll put it on our Dolls and Donuts Instagram for you guys.
that'd be the greatest ever. Like making it rain with peanut butter cups.
Yes. Okay. So since you weren't here, I had to eat this whole ice cream pie myself.
Oh, you poor thing.
Kimmy did come over and help a little bit, but not much. She insisted she could eat a giant piece, and she like wussed out like halfway through her piece. And I was like,
when someone says they could eat it, you know I'm the one.
I know you're the one.
It's like I can take that down.
I know.
Yeah.
Kimmy's trying to be more like you, but she can't hang.
Comes to taking down a big piece of pie.
I assumed since she was training for that triathlon that maybe her like appetite was better, and maybe she was telling the
all those
truth.
burnt calories she's burning.
She's wrong. She can't hang.
Can't hang with the pie consumption.
It was very decadent. It was like a chocolate mint crust with those mint numino cookies. And then it was first it was chocolate ice cream, then it was mint chocolate chip ice cream, and then Amy's is making these new candy bars that are like these minty ones.
Oh yeah.
And so I made a cute design on the top. Have you ever followed Loco Kitchen? She's like a pie. She makes all these really pretty pies on Instagram.
It sounds familiar.
Okay, well anyway, her pies are beautiful and they're all super artistic. So I used her as my inspiration, and I made like a little design with the Minty's candy bars, and then I of course put whipped cream and sprinkles, and yeah. Oh, and I updated my sprinkle post because the sprinkles I used were by this company, Hardcore Sprinkles. And so I added them to my sprinkles list. So if anybody is looking for vegan sprinkles, you should definitely check out my vegan sprinkles list.
Nice.
Comprehensive. Let's see, what else? What else did I make? Oh, I know what I can talk about. Do you remember, was it our last podcast, 2 podcasts ago? We got this cookbook. This one. Great Vegan Barbecue Without a Grill by Linda and Alex Meyer.
I think it was maybe 2 ago. I can't remember.
A couple episodes ago. I don't know if whoever's listening listened to that one, but I made these burgers that were made with like black-eyed peas, I think. Yes, easy peasy black-eyed pea burgers. And they came out really good, which I was really happy about because you know how I am with cookbooks. A lot of times recipes don't turn out good. And so this time I made the boneless barbecue buffalo wings, and I tried to recreate the bee wing salad at Veggie Girl. Do you ever get that?
Yeah.
Sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
I really like their buffalo wings.
All of their buffalo stuff. So I usually get the buffalo bomber, which is basically that in a
in a
sandwich.
Yeah.
So,
Which
yeah,
is
I've had
also
the bee
really
wing
good.
salad though. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I made that, and that's up on the blog. I did alter her recipe a little bit. But yeah, so shout out for this cookbook. So far, 2 successes.
It's good.
If people are looking for vegan barbecue cookbook, I thought it would be good for making things for muggles. It definitely wasn't. It was like a tofu-based barbecue or buffalo wing, which I feel like right now what's out there usually is a seitan-based one and a cauliflower one, which is just cauliflower, basically.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Matt likes
So
them, I don't like
this was kind of fun because it was different than
yeah.
what's usually around.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Cool.
what's been happening at the Dollhouse.
That's a
And
lot.
now, can we hear about Ashley Lampoon's European Vegan Vacation?
Why show? Okay, so I'm basically just going to go over all the food I had, which was a lot. A smorgasbord, shall I say, of vegan food. So I will start in London, and I will talk about the afternoon teas at the end. Say the best fillets.
Which is basically all I want to hear about.
Okay,
so.
we're good. Just keep you in suspense for a little bit. So on the day we got there, we went to the all-vegan pub, the Blacksmith The Toffeemaker, and it was really cute. I mean, it's a pub. It's not cute, but it's a nice atmosphere. It's very pubby, right? It's very British. And we got like a pesto mac and cheese, which was like baked in like a skillet, and they like brought the skillet out, and you like eat out of the skillet. And I don't even remember. It was a pretty good combination of both, I think. Okay. And then I basically had the pesto mac and cheese sandwich. I basically had that again on top with bread.
Good thing you liked it.
And I had fries, and then
was it a grilled sandwich?
I think it was I think so, a little bit.
Should have been.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. So that was really good. And then we had what's the fries that are like made of corn, like maize. Not plantain, that's a banana. The other one was a pea.
Not the polenta one.
Polenta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we also had polenta, like cheesy polenta fries.
Wait, is that what polenta's made of?
That's what the girl said at the bar.
Oh.
Because I thought she said, I thought it said, I misunderstood and thought it said polenta. No. What's the other one I just?
Plantain.
Plantain. And I was like, oh, Matt won't eat that.
Oh, yeah,
banana.
I wouldn't either.
You would never eat it. But she's like, what? That was like maize. I was like, oh, I'm getting confused. So we had cheesy plantain fries, and they were actually really good. And they were like
but
big,
not
thick
plantain, because they were polenta fries.
What are they?
You said cheesy plantain fries.
So what was the other one? I can only get one at a time, so you have to take me back.
Polenta.
Okay. So we had the cheesy polenta fries, and they were like really good and like thick fries. So we just had basically carbs in a skillet, carbs on bread with a side of carbs, and then some other carbs with cheese on it.
Sounds delicious.
That was that entire meal.
And I mean, you're walking a lot while you're on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
You need a lot of carbs.
I walked a lot. So
polenta fries are very much trending right now.
Are they? Okay. Yeah. They were very good. So that was a win. I would recommend going there. And then, of course, we stopped by VX, which we always do. So I know you've been to VX.
And they remembered you.
And they remembered you.
Which I think is hilarious.
I've only been there one time.
I know, but it's
4
so
years
funny
ago.
To me. That...
Well, because we followed me and the owner followed each other. And he's like, did I follow you? I was like, yeah. So it was like, here you go. My name popped up. And so he took a picture of us eating breakfast there and tagged us. Because it used to be all merchandise. They did have some food, like frozen stuff. And
but they didn't have tables where you could
They
sit
had no
down
tables.
and eat.
No.
They had like that outdoor...
It wasn't a sit-in place.
Yeah.
But now it's like fully... They still have like their merchandise on their like webs online. But like now it's like fully food. So we went there twice. We had like the full like cooked breakfast. I had like hash browns, mac and cheese, fried chicken.
For breakfast?
Yeah.
That's so
toast. And then we came back another time before we went to Paris, and I had a apple turnover and a chocolate eclair, and everything was super good.
I had the chocolate eclair there, and I was disappointed because it didn't taste like an eclair. Has it gotten better?
I don't eat eclairs all the time, but it was good to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
I haven't had a vegan eclair yet that tastes like an eclair, and that was... I remember having it there and not having it taste like an eclair.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. It was good.
Okay.
So, and then we took a day trip up to Cambridge. So we just had one place that we went there called Stem and Glory, and they have 2 locations in Cambridge, and it was really good. It was like more on the healthy side, and it was kind of brunchy time, so I was like, I can't pass up brunch. So I got like the banana bread, but it was like big slices of banana bread with like all kind of different like there was like a blueberry thing on top, and it had like edible flowers on it. It was really pretty and fancy and tasty. So, but
it was basically just a slab of banana bread.
It was 2 pieces of banana bread. It was like 2 pieces, and that was like part of their brunch menu. But they had a ton of stuff. My smoothie wasn't good. My smoothie was room temperature.
Oh god, I hate that.
So I was like, okay,
that's the worst.
That was weird, but. Everybody else ordered food and everybody liked what they had, and I definitely would be eating there if I lived there. It was very good. So that was the only place that we ate in Cambridge. And then travel back down to London. So we're back in London now, and a place that just opened that we checked out was Wulf and Lamb. Wulf, WULF. And
that's a cute name.
It's interesting because it is a place like you walk up to the counter and order, and then they give you a number and you sit down. But it's really nice inside. It feels like you would have a waitress. So it was kind of, that was odd. I'm like, oh, I feel like it's like a waitress, sit down, you get served, but it's not like that. It's interesting the way it kind of doesn't feel like you go up to the counter, which you obviously do. They have the big menu and stuff, but so it was a very nice atmosphere. And I got their, okay, so we got their mac and cheese, and it wasn't pesto, it was just regular mac and cheese. And their mac and cheese was amazing. Like, it probably would make once I finally get back to my list of top 5 vegan mac and cheeses, it would probably be on there. Yes. Like, it was pretty close to, it was reminiscent of Plum, which is the best vegan mac and cheese ever. Like, number 1. I don't think anything will shake it from number 1. And it was like very similar. So I was very happy with that. That was really good. And
is Plum the one in Seattle?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember if I got mac and cheese when I was there.
So, and then my main course, I got the Wolf pie, and it was basically like a shepherd's pie. And it was warm and delicious because it was kind of nipply out. So it was super good. And Matt actually ordered another mac and cheese while we were sitting there. That's how good the mac and cheese was. So really like that place. It's pretty, I think it hasn't even opened a year yet. So check it out. It was really good. And then a place that I was really excited about checking out in Camden Market is Young Vegans. And it's a pie and mash, a vegan pie and mash place. So they have all the different pies, and then you choose a side. Mashed potatoes is what they usually go for, but they have other ones. They have other sides, and they have little pies. Like obviously the ones you order for like your food are like the savory ones, and they have like for dessert they have like the sweet ones. So I ended up getting, I can't remember the name of it. Look on my blog eventually for that. But it was like a chicken parmesan. That's how it was. It was like tomato sauce good. And like the chicken in the inside, and it was a little bit of spice to it, which was nice.
And they're all like a pot pie.
Yeah,
they have a crust on the bottom and on the top.
It's all like it's like a pot pie.
Okay.
Yeah. And Matt got the it's like the beef one. I can't remember what they call it.
And are there different kinds of mashed potatoes also, or just one kind?
It was just mashed, and then they just eat the gravy over it.
Okay.
And then you could get like fries. You get fries, but I wanted the mashed potatoes. Yeah. And then there was another side. Peas are a very popular side over there for that kind of stuff, so you get peas.
I'd be into the mashed potatoes mixed with the peas.
Yeah. So yeah, that was, I had been waiting to try that place out, and it was super good. It was so nice because you don't have to pay to go to the bathroom everywhere over there. Like, you have to pay like 40p to go to pee, and I only had 20p, and I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, where am I going to go? Like, I have to like walk down the street because the public restroom, well, public, air quotes, and I only had cash. So she gave me 20p out of the till, out of the cash register, and let me, so I could go to the bathroom and come back and have my food. So that was very nice of them.
Oh, wow. That is
because I didn't have enough. I was trying to like, when we paid, I was like, can you break? Can you break? Because we had bills, and she didn't have enough change to like break it, so she just gave me the 20, and because I had 20. So that was very nice of them. So yeah, it was super good. Cool place, cool like decorations inside. Like they have like a big white wall in the front, and it says like Young Vegans, and it has kind of like a thunder, like a lightning bolt. Like it's really cool, and it's right there in the heart of Camden Market. So definitely check that place out.
Thank goodness, because all the places that I went to last time I was there were not as good sounding. I'm glad they have new places now.
Oh yeah, like last time it was fine, but there were a lot of I didn't get to go. I mean, there was tons I didn't get to go to there, So it was good. So we're now going to get on the Eurostar and travel under the English Channel to Paris. Bonjour, now we're in Paris. So now I'm going to talk about everywhere I had in Paris, and only one of them actually one of them only has a really French name, so I'm going to butcher it horribly. So, actually, if you're trying to like translate that, it kind of looks like the potato of Charlotte. How would you say?
Charlotte's potato?
Charlotte's potato. Le Potager de Charlotte.
Le potager? Le potager
de Charlotte.
Charlotte or Charlotte?
I don't know.
Charlotte?
Charlotte.
No, I don't know.
Charlotte? Okay.
Sorry, we tried.
Anyway, that's the hardest one. Like, that would start you out with the hardest one. So all these places were vegan, which was really great because I was worried initially going to Paris because like they love their cheese and everything, and I was like, oh god, like there's not gonna be much. There were so many vegan, 100, I never even went to somewhere with vegan options. I went to only 100% vegan places, and I didn't even get to go to, like, scrape the surface in Paris.
How many days were you there?
5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was tons.
Thank goodness, because when I was there were nothing.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, 5 years, 6 years?
That's it? Okay. I think you were going to say, like, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so much. So this place is an all-vegan restaurant. It was like it wasn't that fancy, but it was like the fanciest place. You know, I like the kind of like the hole-in-the-wall places. I don't like going to super fancy places. I like a little bit of fancy, but this was definitely like sit down and it was very like, oh, do. So of course we walk in and they're like, oh, you want the English menu? Because we were like, hi, we have a reservation. I'm not a freaking 2 years of French, nothing, worth nothing. So
I know, same.
Yeah.
Just wasted time.
What did I get? I got these like pancakes, but they weren't. They were dinner pancakes. They weren't breakfast.
What did you say?
They were pancakes, but they were dinner pancakes. They weren't breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they weren't sweet. They were like savory pancakes.
Oh, okay. I like a savory pancake.
Yeah, it was super good. Actually, it was an appetizer, and I just got 2 of them.
Oh, so it's kind of like a pancake taco.
Yeah, kind of.
Or like a crepe kind of thing. Like a taco-shaped crepe is what it is.
They only have it in French on here.
That's okay. What is it in French? Oh,
no,
know.
chickpea and rice pancake. There it is. It's in English.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had the chickpea and rice pancake, and we had it as an appetizer, and I liked it so much that I just got it for my main. I just ordered another one for my main course.
And what was inside?
Cashew cream with herbs.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Super good. I got 2 of those, so that was basically my dinner. And then we also got like a chocolate, like here we go. It was like a chocolate cream dessert with coconut whipped cream on top, and it was like hazelnut chocolate. Yeah, it was kind of like a mousse type of like cup thing. It was really good.
I'm in.
Yeah. So there is a 2 restaurants that are by the same owner, and one's called Hank Vegan Pizza and one's called Hank Vegan Burger. So we went to both of them. Definitely loved the pizza one. So these are, again, both all vegan places. So at Hank Vegan Pizza, you walk in and like they have it's all by the slice, which is nice. You can like try out different. You can try out different ones, and it's by like the square ones. Like you used to get at school. You know, like the square slices. Oh, I saw the
picture on your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. It's not... That's a good picture.
It's not a slice. It's not like a triangle slice. It's like a, like you used to get at school, which is like, I like. You can try, as many different ones as you want. You don't have to get a whole pizza. So, that place was really good. We ate there twice.
Yeah, because they have so many flavors. You have to try them all, right?
Yeah, it was really good. And they switched them out. And just like the burger place, they have one that... They have like their set menu, and then they have one that they just kind of invent once in a while. Like they just kind of move it out, and they like think of a rotating one. They have like a rotating one. Yeah. So everything was really good there. It was super tasty. So
awesome. And was the burger place also good?
Yeah. So my favorite pizza though was the La Mama, which is basically like margarita, like vegan cheese, and like basil. I mean, it was pretty like basic ingredients, but it was like super good. And then the Hank burger was really good. The first one I had a weird sauce on it that's very popular over there. I can't remember the name of it, that Matt grew up liking. So I didn't love the first burger I got, but the second one I got I really liked. So, and they have really good fries there, and both these places have lots of seating, which is nice because I get seating anxiety.
Yeah, I like lots of seating.
They always have like upstairs. Like they always have like a few stairs, a few like places to sit downstairs, and then there's always both places were upstairs. Mm-hmm. And it's not just these 2 locations. Like the burger place had 2 locations that I know of, and then the pizza place I know had at least 1. So they're and then they had one somewhere else, like a different country or another part of France or something. So they're not just in Paris. So they seemed like they're doing good, and there was like a lot like very busy, but not busy enough where you couldn't enjoy your food or anything. So those 2 places were really good. That pizza place was one of my favorite places I went.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, it was super good. Yeah. So if you're in the mood for burgers or pizza, you got a good options there. So the next place is a really small, like physically small place called Joe and Nana Cakes. And it's like a little bakery. We went in there and we had a wrap because we were starving. We had a really good wrap, and they just made it there. And then we had some desserts. So I basically just had they had a bunch of different stuff, but I basically just got 2 tarts. I got like a dark chocolate tart, and then I got a chocolate and pear tart. And they had like the sliced pear on top, which was really good. And Matt got a like a lemon kind of. Everything was in French, so we just had to ask her like what flavors things were. She spoke English, but when I kind of would ask her like what type it is, she like didn't really know what I was saying. So I don't really know exactly what type of dessert they were. Like I know the tarts and I know the flavors, and then Mac had like a lemon thing. So and that was really good. It had coconut. It had shredded coconut in it, which I don't not crazy about.
Oh, lemon and coconut sound good together.
I just don't like shredded coconut. The texture, it's a
know
texture
you
thing.
don't.
So but it was good. So that place was really, I mean, like two seats at a bar, like a little. You know, like that's all. That was it.
How was that for your seating anxiety?
Well, luckily, 2 girls got up and left as soon as we walked in.
Okay, good.
So we were the only ones in there. So that was good. I was like, well, I guess we're going to stand on the street because you can't even stand in there and eat. Like, you couldn't even stand there. But it was really cute, and the girl was talking about, like, you know, they make everything somewhere else. Obviously, they have nowhere to make anything. And they, you know, they bring all the desserts in, and but they make some of the smaller things there, like the wraps. So that was really good, really cute. If you're in the area, there's definitely... way more, I don't want to say better, but there's like, you know, French culinary, like pastries are like very, you know, they're the best. Like French do call them like pastries, like the best of anyone. And they have a lot of vegan pastry places in Paris. So if you just need to go to one, I will get to the one you need to go to. But Joe and Anna Cakes was very good. So the next place we went to was Comptoir Veggie. And it was like mostly like a more of a healthy place. I basically got, I had a salad, and I don't remember what their salad dressing was. They didn't have an English menu, so the guy just had to like go through it with us in English. So I'm not sure what the dressing was, but it was delicious. And then I basically had toast with like tofu on it and like all these different vegetables and stuff. And it just had like a tomato sauce over it. It was actually really good. That's like the one I understood the most. I said, sounds good. I'll take that one.
And that was an all vegan place?
Yeah, it's all vegan. Yeah. All these places were all vegan. So that place was really good. It was like, it was kind of a nice change because you were just eating, like, you know, you're eating burgers and pizza and all these treats and everything. And that place was a little nice, like, okay.
Healthier.
It was good. It
like
tasted really, really good, but it was like, you know, it didn't like kill you. You know what I mean? Like, you could still go on with your day and you felt like you felt good eating it. And it was filling too, but you know, you didn't feel like ugh afterwards. So that was a really good place. So I would say that the best pastries or desserts I had in Paris was Veggie Patisserie.
Is that the one where I saw the picture?
You asked me what it was, like the ball? Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, I want that.
They're beautiful, right?
Yeah,
like
so
they were just
pretty.
gorgeous. Like all, like everything in there, I was like, oh, how am I going to choose? Like everything was so beautiful. So I basically got a hazelnut like ball.
It was so cute.
Essentially, and then you like kind of cracked the shell, and there was like hazelnut chocolate inside.
So cute.
And then I got like basically just like a lemon tart, and it kind of looked like there was an egg on top. Like it looked like there was
weird.
Kind of looked like an egg, but it wasn't. But it's just the way they designed it. They just kind of like burnt the like cream on top, so it kind of looked like an egg. But yeah, that was really good. It was like, I love lemon, so that was a great dessert. But that hazelnut ball was amazing and gorgeous. So that was definitely the best desserts we had when we were there. So if you only can do one, do that one. And then today, tomorrow is basically, you know, you go to those vegan stores and it's like a cafe and it's a grocery store and it's a shop, you know, one of those. So that we didn't eat there, but they did have a menu, and they had like a grocery section, and they had like clothing and shoes. I bought a pair of shoes there.
What kind of shoes?
I can't remember, but they're like little platform. They're kind of like Oxfords with a little platform, and then the platform had like stripes on it. They're pretty cute. So we didn't eat there, but that was a cool place. Like you can grab, if you actually need to grab some like a few groceries or snacks. So that was a really good place. And then Vegan Folie's, that place, it was fine. It was fine. We were just needed to, I wanted to try it out. We had like sandwiches, just basically like sub sandwiches, like vegan chicken sub sandwiches that they had there. And we got, I had their hazelnut, cheesecake. I should have got their cherry cheesecake, even though I love hazelnut. But the hazelnut was just like the top, just like just a glaze on the top, and the rest was just regular cheesecake. Didn't blow my mind. It wasn't great. But they were very nice, and we had a nice window seat, and we sat for a little bit.
So the cheesecake didn't blow your mind, or the whole place didn't blow your mind? Like, how were the sandwiches?
It served its purpose.
Okay.
It's like something I even would have made at home.
Okay.
So,
I see.
You know.
All right.
It served its purpose. We needed to eat. We were hungry. We wanted to break. But I wouldn't go out of my way to go there. Right. Some of these places I would. And cloud cakes, I was so excited for cloud cakes. It's an all vegan. It's kind of like a timeless type of place. It's an all vegan coffee shop with like a lot of desserts. And they also do brunch and stuff like that.
I love the name.
But before you start it.
No, I already started.
Okay.
No take back.
So the coffee was okay. But I got the pancakes and the pancakes weren't really good at all. Oh. So the brunch wasn't good. Matt said his stuff wasn't great. It sucks because it's so cute inside.
I think that's kind of how timeless is.
Oh, well, there you go.
Sorry, timeless.
Maybe try it. Maybe we just had an off day. We just didn't go back.
What about the coffee?
I didn't
say anything about the coffee.
I got a hot chocolate, and it was fine. It was good. I think it was okay. Matt did not have good coffee the whole time we were there.
I mean, that's my experience.
We had
in Paris also.
one place that we went to that he had good coffee.
What was it? Do you remember?
I have the name. It's like in French, like Café of Cafe. I can't remember. I'll tell it to you. And yeah, so cupcakes are disappointing. It's super cute inside. Maybe it was an off day. Matt did get one of the cupcakes because it was like first thing in the morning, like when they opened at like 9 or something. So I wasn't getting dessert. But Matt did get a cupcake, and I think I don't even remember what he thought about it. So it couldn't have been that good.
Wait, you didn't even try it?
No, I don't think so. So I don't remember.
Okay.
But I was let down with my food. But I think the hot chocolate was nice, and it's a cute little place. So try it. I would go back and give it another try because it was cute, and desserts looked good. But I was very looking forward to that place, and it hopefully was just like an off day or something. So, because I love my pancakes. Like if there's pancakes on the menu, I gotta have them.
Yep.
And they were just kind of like,
Yeah.
fell flat. So, okay. Then we're going to take a little flight over to Belfast. Right. So, Belfast is having a lot of new places that are doing vegan stuff. So, actually, they have locations in Belfast at this place, but we actually went to the one in my husband's hometown of Bangor. So, it's a place called Little Wing, and these places are all muggle places, but they have vegan options. All the ones in London and Paris were all vegan places. So Little Wing is like a pizza place, and they have a full vegan menu. So they have appetizers, they have pizzas, they have bruschetta and like garlic bread, cheesy garlic bread, like dough bites, and like 4 different pizzas maybe, and then they have like a sorbet, which for dessert, like whatever, don't even bother.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even get it, but they have something. So it was actually really good. We ate there twice.
Did you get the cheesy garlic bread sticks?
We got the cheesy garlic bread, yeah.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
It sounds delicious.
I loved the bruschetta is what I loved. The bruschetta was really good.
Okay.
And both pizzas I just had like the simple margarita pizza, and then what?
I said again.
Yeah, I like I gotta have tomato sauce on it. I'm not here for that white pizza.
No, fuck
shit.
that. No.
Which Matt loves white pizza.
No.
So I can't remember the pizza that I had the second time. This is enticing people to go to my blogs. I don't remember anything. I have to do some research. So once it's on my blog, you'll see what my second pizza was. But everything we had was good. And they were talking a lot about how they we were talking to the manager about them because he used to work at a location in Belfast, and how they really wanted to have vegan options, and they're still like trying to add more. They really want to do better desserts and stuff because they only have that one, and they're so it was good. It was a good start for sure. And then there's and the next two are in Belfast. There's a pub called Laverys, and next door there's kind of like a joint restaurant called the Woodworkers, and they have it's not a separate vegan menu, but they have like things marked vegan, and they had this vegan platter, which was like an appetizer, and it was so good.
Was it like a little bit of everything?
Yeah, it was a bunch of different. It was like, oh god, I can't even try to remember everything. They had like chickpeas. They had sweet potato fries. They had guacamole and chips. They had, oh my gosh, was it like falafel bites or something? They had like falafel bites. They had, they did have some kind of like cauliflower thing, which I just ignored and let Matt eat. I like turned it so like that was at the corner by him because I didn't want him to look at it. But there was all kinds of different stuff, and it was on this big tray, and it was like super good. It was really, really good. And then for our main course, like the thing that, actually Tina had this there. So we had the shepherd's pie there, which a friend of ours had previously on her trip to Belfast. She said it was the best thing she had our whole trip. And it was really good. I just couldn't finish it because I was so full from the platter, because I was like,
Shepherd's pie is filling.
Matt and I were like two raptors fighting over that vegan platter. So
did you ever
get very good,
though. Shepherd's pie when Source was still open in San Francisco?
I only ever had pizza. I only went once. I only had pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had a good shepherd's pie.
Yeah. So that was very good. And in the last place, I only had a bite of Matt's food because I was so freaking full. I could not eat anything when we went out to dinner. So it's Coppi. It's a Italian restaurant, and they have a few vegan options. So Matt basically got like a tomato pasta, and I had a bite of it, and it was actually quite spicy, quite more spicy than you think it was, but it was good. And it was a nice restaurant, and it was nice that they had vegan options, which is popping up all the time now. And we would just walk randomly by somewhere, and it would say like, "Oh, vegan menu" or "vegan option" out on the little sign out on the sidewalk. Like, oh, okay. Like, and there were places I didn't even get to go back to that I liked, and new places I didn't even get to try in Belfast, which was shocking. Because the first time we went there was literally like one place that had a vegan menu, and it wasn't good. It's called Home. I haven't went back. And we just eat it at my parents' house. Like,
yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
But now, like, we don't have to. We didn't have one big meal at his mom's house at all.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't have to. So, yeah, so definitely growing there. So it was great. So there was some good food there. So that was all the food I had, except for... Okay, so now my afternoon teas. We ended up not doing the one in Belfast because Matt was sick. So we didn't do the one in Belfast. But... the one in London, I did at the Egerton House Hotel, which is basically like, I mean, it's a full hotel, but it looks like a B&B. Okay, it has like a little sitting room off of the reception, and that's where you have your afternoon tea. It was like a little, you know that really good table at Mirrors by the window? It has like a little that's exactly what it looked like. Like the little seat, the seat that we had. We were the only ones there. And they just do afternoon tea. Like, you just make whenever you want it.
Yeah.
And so... we were the only people having afternoon tea. So we just had like a private room to ourselves to have afternoon tea. It was pretty cool. And they brought it in, and it was so good. They gave you so much food.
Oh, wow.
It was so much. The teas are really, really pretty. I like
flowers?
Interesting. Yeah, there was flowers in the tea. It was like really pretty. They had so many different, like the sandwiches were so good. Yeah, so of course they had like the sandwiches and the scones and the desserts. And everything was just super good. And like the manager came over to us and was just telling us like how they really pride themselves in doing the vegan afternoon tea and all the different things they do to make it like the same as everyone else gets, you know, like not cutting any corners, and they're like doing things like making their own versions of stuff in house and stuff like that, like their coconut cream or like their version of clotted cream that was coconut based that they make in house. And they were just going on and on about it, and I was like, this is the best afternoon tea I've ever had. Like,
and you said it was better than Ware's.
Yeah.
Which is like a shock.
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. It was so good. And the atmosphere was really nice. And it was like, and they were just like, do you want more? Do you want more? Do you want more? Do you want more sandwiches? Do you want more? And like, I was like, I can't. Matt's like, sure. So they just keep bringing out food.
Shut up.
They just like brought out.
They keep charging you more, or it's the same price?
No. Well, I mean, it didn't happen all. It didn't happen. They kept like asking, like, they came over and asked us, like, do you want more? Do you want more sandwiches? And Matt's like, oh, like 2 more of like this certain kind that he liked. And he's like, okay. And he comes back. He's like, well, if you want more, let us know.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my, we had to take stuff home. I couldn't finish it, so I didn't ask for any more. But like, they were like very, like, you know, and it was just delicious. And like, basically, like we had like 2 chocolate brownies on top. Like, or not brownie, like kind of like cake brownie. Like it was kind of like a little bit of both. I'm not sure really which camp it really belonged to.
So
but, like,
it was a super decadent moist cake.
Yeah, and we couldn't even finish those, and we just took them home and had them later. So like there was like so much. And the scones, they had like 2 plain, 2 with fruit inside. They had like a lemon. They had like a lemon cake. They had just like kind of like a, I don't even know. It was like a big macaroon kind of. I mean, it was just so good.
Like a macaroon or a macaron?
I don't know.
Like a French macaron or like a like a coconut macaroon?
Like a macaron.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. But it was bigger.
Yeah,
it was like
I've seen the big ones.
Like a jumbo one. And everything was just super good. I mean, it was just really good.
Wow.
And I actually had a cold when I was eating it too. So you know how like things don't really taste the way they should when you have a cold because you can't smell as well.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I know
So even with a cold, I was like, "This is amazing."
Going to tea when you have a cold seems like a perfect plan.
Yeah, having the tea was the tea was nice.
Good idea.
So yeah, it was the best afternoon tea ever.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
I
would
have to
definitely like if you're in London.
I'm starring it.
I had afternoon tea at the Savoy last time I was in London. Paid out of the nose for it, and it was fine. It was good. But this place was like so cute. It was like quaint and little, and you had your own waiter. Like we were all by ourselves, and like
were there any
delicious.
chocolate desserts?
Yeah, that chocolate thing.
Okay.
The brownie cake.
The brownie thing was the only one.
Well, there was two of them. There was like a pudding. I think it was like banana pudding, and then it had like little like vanilla wafer cookies, and then it had like fruit on top too. So I had that all to myself because Matt doesn't like banana, so I was like, hey. But yeah, they had like the two.
What was in the sandwiches?
I can't even remember now.
Okay.
I think there was like a kind of like a curried chickpea one. There was an avocado one. There was a cucumber one. And then there was like one more, but I don't remember the flavor. The guy had a really thick accent. He was from Spain. Remember when we texted you, "Where's David from?"
Yeah.
That's because we were talking to that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He had a very thick accent, so I kind of only caught some things. Like, he was like very elaborate. Like, they really tell you, and like, even in Paris, like, they really tell you everything about the food. They go down, or they go up.
And brag
and
about
they
it.
talk about it. But I only like remember from tasting it, like, what it was, because I couldn't understand him really well. Super good. I would definitely go back there. And the manager was like, "Here's our card. Come back and stay with us. Like, next time you're here." I'm like, "All right, no problem." All right. So then,
because it was in a
it's a hotel.
breakfast?
It's a hotel.
Oh, okay.
It has the feel of a bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Bed and breakfast. I almost said bed and Brexit. See what I did there? That's the name of the episode. Bed and Brexit. Afternoon tea at bed and breakfast. Okay, so moving on to Paris. So we had afternoon tea at the Shangri-La Hotel in Paris, right by the Eiffel Tower. And so what's interesting about this one is that their restaurants are not vegan. They're not a vegan hotel, but they only offer a vegan afternoon tea.
Huh.
So it's like a challenge for their pastry chef. Like that was like the thing their pastry chef wanted to do. So if you go there, there's no choice. You're getting a vegan afternoon tea. That's
really
all they
cool.
offer. So that was really we never said, "Oh, we're vegan," we're here with the vegan afternoon tea. They were just like, "Oh, okay, you're here for the vegan afternoon tea." Like they don't even like, they try to hide it.
Yeah,
like, oh, we don't want to
just
say the V word,
right.
You know what I mean? Like we don't want to like people to know. They're like, "Oh, here's your vegan afternoon tea." They dropped it off. Like we didn't even, they didn't know we were vegans.
Right.
And they're just very proud of like their vegan afternoon tea and like making the pastries vegan and stuff, So it was very good. And they knew we were there for our anniversary. I think we put it in the reservation or something, or they asked us when we got there, like, "Oh, you're here for a special occasion?" And it was for our anniversary. So they brought us out this humongous, like this big, like chocolate heart with like "Happy Anniversary" written in chocolate, like on another chocolate piece. Like it was like gold dusted.
Oh, wow.
And it was all vegan. The inside, there was like caramels like wrapped up in plastic. Those weren't vegan, so we just threw them away because we took them back to the hotel. So we couldn't eat those, but we ate like the rest of it later, and it was just this big, beautiful chocolate heart that they just gave us because it was our anniversary. So that was nice. But yeah, it was a really good afternoon tea. Their scones were really interesting. They had like a little piece of like rope tied around them, like they were kind of like baked with like a rope around them or something. So you like took the rope off and stuff.
Yeah.
That was interesting. They're very good. Their scones were really, really good. And then we also couldn't finish that one. So that's what I mean, like, about the thing. Maybe it wasn't baked with it, but it was kind of...
Oh, no, it was. Huh. That's a scone?
Yeah.
Huh. Scones just come in all shapes and sizes, huh?
So that's the afternoon tea.
Just like all of us.
So it was definitely more of like a, I don't know, I had really high expectations because of the Egerton Hotel. I loved it. So this one was really good. The food was good. We had plenty. We had to take stuff home. I just loved the other one so much. Like, that was like going to be so hard to beat. So, but the Shangri-La was beautiful. It was a beautiful, they had like a piano player. It was a beautiful room. And they were very, very nice, and it was really good.
Was each place comparable with pricing, or you have no idea how much they cost?
I think they were comparable, but I don't remember how much they were.
Okay.
They're not cheap. Afternoon tea is not cheap, especially at these nice places. But
that is one of the things I like about Muir's.
Yeah.
Is that it's inexpensive.
Yeah, it's reasonable. Yeah, as far as like the like sandwiches and stuff, they did have like kind of like a little spring roll thing, which I was like, does this count as a sandwich?
No.
It was good, but
no, it doesn't count.
Yeah. So that
like
was
a summer roll or like a spring roll?
like a
fresh summer roll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
summer.
fuck that.
So it was good, but I was like, this isn't really a sandwich. Nope. And then they did have like the little, what are the little, let me show you a picture. What would you call those? They have like the little like,
oh, those cookies?
yeah. You know, like
because
little,
they have the fudge thing in the middle?
it's not fudge. It looks dark there, but they had the cookies that looked like
Usually they have
like
jelly.
a cherry or something
Yeah.
inside. Yeah, it's like a hole in the middle.
Petit fours, I think they're called.
Okay, maybe that's
Petit
what they were.
fours.
Yeah, maybe. So they had those, and they had a lot of like small desserts. They had one like kind of like a weird little tiny little loaf bread, which was interesting. It had like nuts in it. Wasn't really sweet. That was kind of weird.
Like fruit cake or some bullshit.
Not even. I don't even. It was just like a nut bread.
Okay, yeah.
But not even
I can
sweet.
see why this one didn't rank as high.
But it was good. It was very good, and like I said, their scones were like that was the standout, was their scones and like the atmosphere. So it was very, very good. If you're in Paris, I would definitely go, and I would like to support a non-vegan place doing only a vegan afternoon tea. Totally thought that was amazing. But if you're in London, definitely go to Egerton. It was amazing. So those are my afternoon teas.
Oh, so cute. Okay, is it time for Wag or Whimper?
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for Wag or Whimper, our segment where we talk about some new vegan product that we tried, new to us, and we decide if it made us wag or whimper. So you go first.
I have a whimper. So I tried, Matt bought it, because I don't sway from my earth balance, but Matt thought he was going to go on an adventure. So he got the Cultured Kitchen.
He clearly didn't listen to our last podcast where I complained about the Miyoko butter. But yes, continue.
We never learn, do we?
Do we?
Cultured Kitchen butter garlic chive. So Matt bought this. I only stick with my
You
earth
know
balance.
what though? Just I'm not trying to defend his bad purchase, but Cultured Kitchen makes some good stuff.
Yeah.
Like their dips and spreads, those are actually good. So anyway.
Okay.
Let's give him credit for that at least.
So I tried it. I think we put it on like bread.
Yeah.
We had like bread with our dinner or something. We put it on there, and it was just like so oily.
Yeah.
It was so oily. It even tasted oily. Like the consistency was just like oil. Mm-hmm. It was just the oil content was just way too high for me.
Yeah.
And it just didn't even. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
It didn't taste good.
Yep.
It didn't look good. It didn't
Yep.
spread good.
Yeah.
It just wasn't good.
It just was not
And
good.
I think the reason was it was too oily.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. I think that's what turned it off for me. Was just there was just way too much oil.
I wonder if that's why I don't like the Miyoko's butter also.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might be a similar problem.
I think my mouth felt like oily after. It was like just like no. The oil the content in there was too high.
Stop it.
So the better butter from Cultured Kitchen, garlic chive flavor, made me whimper.
Aww. Well, I may also have something that I
whimper
tried.
with me?
So do you ever use Vega products?
I've used their like their powders.
Okay, same.
Yeah.
So I've only used their all-in-one protein powder, and I use it in a smoothie with like hella other shit. So it's not like I've ever tasted it by itself. And it's good in the smoothies. I like it. It's like, you know, because you've had it. But for listeners who maybe haven't had it, it's a really mild flavored protein powder, and it's not just one thing. When you get like just a hemp protein powder, you're kind of tasting that hemp. And when you get just a soy protein powder, you're kind of tasting the soy. But because this one is like 5 different things, it's like pea and hemp and yada yada, it's like good because it's like a mix. It's the same thing with gluten-free flours, right? You have to use like 6 different flours, otherwise it tastes weird. They also apparently make things like shakes, or so I heard after I posted this on our Instagram, and yogurts. So I saw the yogurt and it was on sale, so I just tried it.
I feel like I tried their yogurt? I feel like I have.
Okay, well,
But go ahead.
you didn't keep buying it, so I'm just gonna
I go through
point that
phases.
out.
I go through phases with yogurt where I just don't buy it. I just don't buy yogurt right now.
Okay.
Just
Oh, I haven't put it on the blog yet, so I don't want to talk about it, but I successfully made yogurt for my first time.
Oh.
And it's very exciting, but I'll talk about it next time. So the yogurt basically tasted like somebody took a thing of delicious yogurt, like Kite Hill or something, and then dumped like 2 scoops of protein powder in it and stirred it and then served it. It like tasted chalky. Like I just felt like I was eating protein powder. Like it was dry, chalky, and weird. It was not good at all. The Vega blueberry yogurt, I got it on my way to work, and so I brought it in and had all of my coworkers try it with me. Okay, hi, we're here with Robin's coworkers, and we are doing a Wagger Whimper, including other people who've probably never even listened to the podcast. So this is going to be really fun.
Wow, way to call us out.
Okay, so we have 3. Boy, are you going to come over? Okay. All right, so what we are trying out is the new, it's not new, it's only new to me. It's probably been out forever. Actually, it says new on the package. It's made by Vega, and it's the protein blueberry cashew milk yogurt. So, how do you guys think it looks?
I can't decide if I like the color or not.
It looks like what Teletubbies eat.
It looks not appealing, I don't
A little
think.
gray.
It's not appetizing at all.
Yeah, dark
Okay.
violet color.
I feel like if you mix it enough times, it'll eventually turn gray and from this current.
It
like,
honestly
very
looks
thistly
like when you're a
purple.
little kid and you're painting and you just mix all the colors
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Taste.
Oh,
It is so
God,
bad.
it's really bad.
Whoa.
so
It's
weird.
So what exactly is Vega's product? Because I can taste the same taste that I get when I tried like their greens protein powder, and I'm like, is that just?
Well, is it
Powder.
chalk?
It's powdery.
Yes, it's a very chalky, powdery taste.
Oh my
And
god.
I don't like how
does have
runny
that.
it is.
It's like the Flintstones vitamin, but not the chewy one.
Oh my
The
God.
Dry,
It
powdery
is.
one.
It is.
That's what it tastes like.
This is so bad. It really does taste like you just mixed a whole bunch of powder in with your yogurt.
Yeah.
But like didn't
And
mix
then
it
you
very
had
well.
like
that-
added something to make it more
you
watery.
look at it, it has that creamy consistency.
Oh my God,
when
I don't
you
even think I
taste
can
it,
finish
it's
this.
completely different.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
What went wrong?
Oh God, Vega. You know what? I really like Vega's protein powder. I recommend it to everyone.
I don't like it.
You
Well,
sure?
I've never tried the greens one that you've tried. They have an all-in-one one that's like more like pea protein and stuff
Maybe
like
I'll
that.
try that next time.
It like sticks
Okay,
in your
but try
teeth
a
little
packet
bit.
and not a whole thing of it, just in case.
Yeah,
I'm not
'cause
gonna.
my mom
finish
just
mine.
bought like the big can of it from Costco. That was a mistake.
Okay, so would you guys say that this made you wag or whimper?
Whimper.
Okay, now you have to go like this.
There you go.
All right, good job, good job. So Late July is a company that doesn't only make vegan things, but the vegan things that they do make are usually fairly good. I don't know how you feel about them.
yeah.
I've been getting some chips from them. What are they that I really like?
They do a lot. They do a lot.
The bacon habanero chips.
Oh, yeah.
are the ones I usually
Matt
get.
likes them. Yeah,
Okay,
Matt loves
love
them. Well,
them.
Matt's chip,
I love them.
chip fiend.
Yes.
So we have like 5 different kinds of their chips or something
Okay,
like that.
so that's what I usually buy, but I went to the store with Zen this time, and Zen was like, oh, I want to get this other one that's the jalapeno lime chips. I never would pick that because jalapeno in my mind is spicy,
Yeah.
which
That's
the
not-
the bacon habanero chips are already spicy. Like I can eat them, but it hurts.
But it hurts.
But it hurts good.
Hurts so good.
And so I tried one of the jalapeno lime chips from Late July, and they are delicious. They also are spicy, but very, very good. I don't know if I like them as much as the bacon habanero ones, but I would like do a medley where I'd buy 2 bags and mix it all together and just, you never know what you're gonna get.
Ooh, okay, Forrest.
So you've had them?
Yeah, I think so. I know Matt loves the late
They
July
come in the
stuff.
green
so.
bag. These ones.
Okay, yeah, we have the green bag.
Okay.
Yeah, I like all their because I'm not really a chip person, but if they're there and I like feel like snacking on something, I'll grab them. And I've liked all the ones I've tried
Okay.
from
Cool.
there. Yeah, so
Nice.
I'm on board with the late July chips.
Okay. So if you are shopping and you see them, try them, but make sure you read the label if you're going to try any other ones because they also make a nacho cheese one that I don't think is vegan. So
Okay, yeah.
So read the labels, kiddos. So the late July jalapeno lime chips made me wag. And I kind of threw this one in at the end, and I wasn't planning on talking about it, but it's so good. The new Butcher's Son has a lot more products that they sell. It used to be that they only sold certain cheeses and mock meats, but now they have cream cheese that they're selling. And I'll be honest with you guys, every time I've gotten any cream cheese that wasn't Kite Hill in the past year, I did not like it. The Butcher's Son cream cheese is fucking delicious.
Better or just on par?
No, I think it's better.
Okay.
And David thinks it's on par.
Okay.
But you know what's really nice about it? It's thick. Old school cream cheese that I remembered was so thick it came in a block. Like you could buy it in a block, right?
Yeah.
And Kite Hill is not that way. Even Kite Hill's yogurt, honestly, has gotten thinner and thinner over the years. It's very disappointing. I think I like thick things. I like thick shakes. I like thick cream cheese. I like thick yogurt. The end. And this shit is thick. And it is fucking good. It's so good. Anyway, so the Butcher's Son cream cheese, it made me whatever. Kidding. It made me wag.
Okay, wow, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try it at some point.
There's an indifferent opinion for you.
Yeah. Tell me how you really feel. Good.
All right.
So sorry for you, those of you that don't live anywhere near the Butcher's Son.
Well, come visit us.
Get Kite Hill and just be happy with that.
Yeah, don't be sad.
Don't despair.
Yes, don't be
Hopefully
sad
you
about
can get
Kite Hill.
Kite. If you can't get Kite Hill anymore, then Jesus.
Yeah, order some
What are you
stuff
doing
off
with
the
your life?
internet.
Go somewhere. Move close to Whole Foods where people live.
She says this right before we started recording. I tried to convince her that we move somewhere in the middle of the country so that we could quit our jobs. So, yeah.
Can't have it all.
I can't. You can't. You can't have it all.
Yeah.
And we'll be wrapping up the episode on that sad note. That was episode 36. We are currently on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and Breaker. If you listen to your podcast somewhere else, or if you've recommended our podcast to somebody who can't find it, please let us know, because I can't troubleshoot these problems if I don't know that they exist. And you can let us know by finding us on our website, which is dollsanddonuts.com. And you can find out things about me and Ashley on there. I think it has links to where you can track us down. And if you want to leave us a review, we won't object to that.
Won't be mad.
We won't be mad at all. And anything else that we want to tell people?
No, I think I've talked enough today.
We've done enough talking. We're going to give Ashley's voice a relaxing hour after this.
Relaxing drive home.
Thank you for tuning in, you guys. I know you have a lot of podcasts to choose from, and we're very happy that you picked us.
Okay. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.